All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. Today, not terribly rainy today, but we did have periods of light rain, drizzle. Not all that, not all that great. Although we didn't really get all the heavy rain, that remained pretty much offshore here in this system right here offshore. That it's still not gotten a name. I'll go to the NHC. No, and I guess it will not get a name, but definitely a low with some tropical characteristics to it. Looking at the satellite, you can clearly see some of those tropical characteristics. But it is moving offshore. It is moving south, slowly sinking southeastward and getting kind of suppressed by this high building. And that's what kept the heavy rain away from us today. We really didn't get into that at all. If you look at the radar, you see here that it kind of just has been suppressed. It's like it tried to get into our area and it kind of just hit a wall, like right over here. So the most we had was a little light rain and drizzle, but it was enough to make it kind of damp and not a very nice day today. Let's take a look and see what our current conditions are outside. And we had some minor coastal flooding as well. That's what all these colors you see on here are coastal flood advisories. Actually, a coastal flood warning in effect for the Jersey Shore. So this is the kind of coastal flooding we could have because of the wind direction and because of this tropical system. We also have coastal flood statement and coastal flood advisory in effect as well for parts of our area as well. And again, this is all due to that easterly wind and this storm offshore. Not completely all that unusual when you have a storm offshore like this. Let's take a look at what our current conditions are. And pretty much where we've been all day is mid-60s, damp, dew points up around 60 degrees, northeast to east winds. I mean, winds are becoming a little more northeast now. They were easterly earlier on in the day. Generally, though, not a whole lot of rain either to really speak of. If you look at Farmingdale, you'll see here that for much of the day reporting east to northeast winds, a little gusty at times, and a little, here's a little light rain and mist and drizzle that we had occasionally going on here. I guess this is Farmingdale. This is Farmingdale. So yeah, we had occasional some drizzle being reported, light rain and drizzle being reported. But you can see, looking at the rain, not a whole lot, 0.14 inches of rain. That's pretty much what it was across our area. We can look at the amount of precipitation today that we had. And you see, it just wasn't all that much. Loading that up, you can see less than 1/4 of an inch. So a little more in New Jersey. They got a little closer to a 1/2 inch there, but generally not a lot of rain to speak of. And like I said, we were fortunate enough that that storm system was able to, the worst of it was able to be spread. Well, offshore, otherwise we would have had a real soaker today. But it was still damp and wet enough not to be a nice day to be outside. Now, from this point on, we're going to see improving weather conditions. Here's your low, and you look at the GFS here. See, it kind of just sits there. It gets pushed down, suppressed by this high building in. But with that easterly flow, we're probably not going to get rid of the cloud cover right away. We're going to hang on to those clouds. And for much of this week, this high kind of gives us fair weather, and we're fairly dry all week until this cold front comes through. And this cold front will come through sometime late Saturday night to Sunday morning, and that's when we're going to see a cool down to more normal conditions for October. Because we will be above normal for this week when it comes to our temperatures. So let's take a look at the GFS right now with the temperatures, and you will see here that tomorrow we're still going to be, even though we're going to have cloud cover, I still think we make it to the low 70s. Tuesday, maybe a little bit warmer, but probably still low 70s. The east wind, plenty of cloud cover. And at night, we'll drop off into the 50s. We'll try to clear it out at night. You'll see when we look at some of the models here. Wednesday, we see more sunshine. That gets us up into the mid-70s. And we see more of that sunshine for Thursday, mid-70s. Friday, even warmer, perhaps even in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees in certain areas. And then one more really warm day on Saturday. And then this cold front comes through and knocks it down by Sunday. And we'll have temperatures more normal for October. Looking at your humidity, it shouldn't be too bad. We'll have east winds, so dew points will come down a little bit tomorrow. And we're not really going to be feeling too much humidity. And you can see, looking at the wind direction here, winds kind of go northwest, so there really might not be even to be a sea breeze on Thursday, which mean it'll keep it fairly warm with no sea breeze. Then maybe we'll see a sea breeze develop on Friday night to Saturday, and then that southerly flow ahead of the front will bring in the humidity, and that would be our next chance of rain. And then the cold front comes through on Sunday, and look at that drop in the dew points. Now, let's look at the sky cover. Because you see GFS here, there's plenty of clouds around. We might see some breaks of sun. More likely to see sun on Wednesday. And Thursday, we'll see, cirrus clouds. But we'll have sunshine, too. We'll have to wait for this front to come through. And then Saturday, we could have some sunshine, too, which will give us a warm day. And then, boom, that cold front comes through, and things are a lot cooler by Sunday. Let's look at the RGM. And don't worry, I will look at the HRRR, too. We will go ahead and now look at the RGM. Our RGM shows we're pretty socked in with clouds, but you see a couple of breaks that we might see tomorrow. So there might be a couple of breaks here. Just to the north, it looks like it'll be sunny. That's going to really be frustrating. If we could get that down a little bit more, we could get some sunshine in here by the afternoon. Tuesday, similar deal. We'll see a mix of clouds and maybe some high clouds and some lower clouds. And then Wednesday, we'll see less in the way of clouds. This goes all the way out to Wednesday, I believe, and that's as far as I got. But as far as precipitation goes, we'll go to the HRRR. I think we're pretty much done with it. I can't rule out a little bit of drizzle here and there, but I think we're pretty much done with it. Clouds are going to be the main thing. Maybe a couple of sprinkles on the east end tomorrow morning. But other than that, it will be dry, but we just have to watch the cloud cover. That's going to be a really main thing. You still got this low here, got the high over there and the low, so the easterly wind is going to tend to keep the clouds in our area. Let's go and look at our temperatures on the HRRR. So you see, we're around that 70-degree mark. I mean, not a huge difference here. Drops off at night. We might even get some clearer skies at night, so that might actually help the temperatures drop a little more into the 50s tomorrow night. And then Tuesday, tomorrow is a holiday, it's Columbus Day. Tuesday, similar in regards to Monday. If we look at the dew points, you'll see, again, showing the wind direction that the dry air does work in. But you'll see you're going to have that kind of brisk easterly wind there, east-northeast wind tomorrow. And we'll see that again on Tuesday. But that's what's going to keep the temperature down. And what's very interesting here is on Long Island, you'll have your dew points in the 50s. But because that fetch comes over warmer water, if you're in New Jersey, it's going to feel a lot more humid along the Jersey Shore compared to Long Island. So keep that in mind, too, if you're over there. And the last thing we will do is look at the smoke model, because I want to pull this up because I want to just look at, let me go to Modus here. We have these fires going on in Manitoba still. You can see them right here. That we're going to have to watch to see if we can get now. If I move this back, you see what's going on here. This is in, not Manitoba, Saskatchewan. We have these wildfires here around Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan, that are producing quite a bit of smoke. We're going to have to see if we may see some of that smoke drift into our weather. Now, they're going to get some rain, hopefully, which will put those fires out a little later on this week, or at least get them under control. But, yeah, ridiculous that in October we're still talking about wildfire smoke. So let's go to the smoke model here for the HRRR here. That'll be the last part of this weather update. It's not really showing a lot of it, as you see. Really very little, so. Yeah, well, that's good news at least. It seems like it's underestimating it, though, because there's quite a bit of smoke, but for whatever reason, it's staying in that area. It's not really going, traveling, because, again, there isn't really that much of a jet stream, I guess, to pick it up. So that could be probably why. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.